Hello everyone, it is me, your lovely host, the Gaming Weasel, and for today, my lovely little weasels, I will bring you a Xaku build video. I haven't actually really tested out Xaku since 2022, so I've been playing him a lot recently, and I found that there is one thing that this perfect Warframe is missing, and that is self-sustain, and we're going to be fixing that in today's video. Now, what do you get with Xaku? Well, you get incredible scaling damage, you get crowd controlling, full armor stripping, self-sustain, and just almost practically being AFK in a Warframe with just a little bit of movements. But without any further delays, let's get into the passive. The passive gives you 25% dodge chance against enemy attacks, and also a 25% damage reduction against area of effect damage, so that is very cool. Now this can be increased to 75% with his fourth ability, which we will get to in just a minute. Xata's Whisper is the first ability. This increases your void damage. Now Xaku is the only Warframe that does void damage, at least the only one that does it consistently on the top of my head. And now this first ability, it is really good, especially subsumed on some other Warframes, and I still think it's good on Xaku, but we need that energy and health, and we're gonna be putting dispensary right here. Now I did try to put the spectral mirrors from Gara and use the spectral siphon augment. It didn't really work out, so Protea's dispenser is gonna be the best thing in the world. It's gonna give you health, energy, and also ammo, I think in that corresponding order. But the Grasp of Lohk, it is gonna be grasping enemies' weapons, bringing them to your side and shooting them back with that, and being void scaling damage, which is very good. Basically for this we're gonna need power strength. The enemy's level, the higher the level of the enemy, the higher the damage as well, and the void damage as well. So talk about that when we get to it. But the third ability, the Lost, it has basically three abilities in one, and the second one we're gonna be focusing on the most, it is Gaze. It will fully armor strip enemies with today's build, and with this your Grasp of Lohk is going to be doing much more damage, basically insta-killing enemies inside of those circles, because you can summon 2 Gaze targets at maximum, so that is very cool, and you can cover a wide radius, believe me. The Vast Untime is the fourth ability. Now this basically stops the duration of every single other ability. You do also lose your body parts, or I guess the other Warframe's body parts. You do void damage as well, you put on a slow on those enemies, and you also give them a 50% void damage vulnerability, which is very nice. It also does increase your movement speed, so you can keep that in mind, and it gives you that famous 75% dodge chance that of course we talked about earlier in the passive. But once we are talking about things, let's actually cover the build right now. This is the build that I decided to use. Now we personally need just a decent amount of power strength and range. That is the main thing that we're going to be focusing on. Now for power strength, blind rage, umbral intensify, and growing power with molt augmented. Now equilibrium is going to be very good because of dispensary, so health giving you energy, and the vice versa, of course. We are going to be using stretch, Archon reach, or I guess auger reach, sorry, cunning drift, overextended for range, rolling guard for, well, invulnerability, because we are going to be utilizing shield gating. Now I do not have catalyzing shields here, as you might be saying, but there is only one thing that you need to survive at Steel Path, and that is going to be coming out a little bit later on. The second is arcane rage. Now this can be changed out for basically anything that you want, anything that you think maybe could suit him better. I don't know. I found this being quite useful because there are some tougher enemies that maybe can be a little bit difficult, keeping in mind that Gaze doesn't actually armor strip acolytes, so having a good primary is going to be really good, and buffing it up is going to be even better. Now what primary are we going to be picking? It is going to be the Phalanx, the OG incarnate weapon. The build is up on the screen right now. We're going to be mostly focusing on just pure damage and also status effects, because we have the evolutions that you might be seeing down there, and the last one being 50% chance to do increased damage on non-critical hits. We want that, and that's why I'll use the Phalanx. Should you use something else? It is completely dependent on you. You don't need to. You can use some other weapons, maybe test them out, tell me about them, but honestly Grasp of Lohk is going to be doing most of the damage, so you don't really need to focus on that. But you may be saying you might need a little bit more power strength. Now we do need that, and this is where the Grimoire comes in. Oh yes, with Volume Invocation you gain another additional I think it's 25, the correction's up on the screen, sorry if I'm wrong, power strength, which is going to help out a lot. and you can also use Madurai Power Sling to gain additional power strength as well. Now, that is our secondary. We do have melee. It is the Icon Prime. I'm not going to show the build for it because it's not that important. I don't use melee a lot in Warframe recently. I have no idea why, but the companion is very important, and it's going to be Worm. Now, with Worm, we have Guardian, which is going to recharge our shields. Negate, that's basically giving us sort of like a dumbed down version of adaptation. Synth Deconstruct, more health orbs, encase more energy orbs. Shield Recharger, we have Manifold Ball to decrease the, I guess, charge up times of his abilities, and Reinforced Bond giving us extra fire rate, so that is going to be very, very nice. And the Death Machine Prime is the weapon of choice for the companion. Now, we talked about everything, let's cover the Archon Shards. 2 for casting, we have 2 for power strength, additional 10%, and of course, as I said, 50% power ability casting speed, and also 1 for 75% more energy, or I guess 75 just normal energy. I basically went with this. I could have went with all power strength, or I guess at least 1 less blue shard and 1 Tau Forge red shard for more power strength, but you don't really need to min-max it that much. I think that 90% of us are not going to go to level cap with this. You can, I'm pretty sure you can. I might test it out one day, but you can survive enough in Steel Path for like 2 or 3 hours, if not more. And that is the reason that I think you should give this build a try. Basically, the premise is going to be go into a match, or I guess go into a mission, and then what you need to do is just activate Grasp of Lohk, gaze on 2 enemies, and you have such a big radius, you're basically covering the entire room without needing any sort of outside help, and your second ability, Grasp of Lohk, is basically killing everything. If there's a tougher enemy, use your primary, melee, secondary, if you pick any other secondary that you want, and basically you are done and dusted. You're going to be summoning your, the dispensary. You can also use this as the primary shield gate as well, so keep that in mind. That is going to be very, very nice. And you can also use the Vast Untime for shield gain as well. Basically, it's going to be recharging your shields throughout the gameplay, but you don't have to really worry about enemies. They're not going to be killing you because you're going to be killing them faster than they can even look at you. So that is basically going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, do leave a like and do comment down below on what you think of the build, and do subscribe for more content. I will be uploading a little bit more now, and I will see you guys in the next video. This has been your lovely host, the Gaming Weasel, over and out.